Hey guys, it's Postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video for week 5, including a bunch of Easter eggs which actually relate to movies in today's video as well. So make sure you stay in tune throughout the entire video today, because I've actually got a secret word somewhere in today's video which you can add into your comment to get a chance at being gifted a skin on Fortnite Battle Royale for me. So make sure you're finding that secret Easter egg / word in the video. Also, if you're not already subscribed, roughly 60% of you guys watching right now haven't already subscribed to the channel, so maybe consider subscribing, and much love and respect. Thank you everyone who's doing that. Also, smash the like on the video. Let's try and get 3,000 likes. Okay, so the first map change is obviously over at Ghost Town, where I am right now. Ghost Town itself has actually been completely tidied up. However, there are a few remains. As you could see, as I was touring around in the intro, we still have the teddy bear, we still have a few other things as well, but nothing really. All the gorgons are gone, and we do have a few spiders there and then. So that's really it. The car's been cleared up as well with the spiders. A nice little new change over at this section. However, if you actually pop on over to Retail Row, guys, the Halloween store still remains. So while you've still got a little bit of time, pop on over to Retail Row, guys, a little Easter egg for you guys, and you'll notice you can actually still go and visit the Halloween store before it fully gets removed. I highly recommend doing this if you haven't already landed in that section, as next week potentially the store will be closed. So make sure you are popping in while you can before that store does get closed. Okay, so another map change regarding Fortnite Mers, which has been kind of brought back to us, is the original island over in the center of the map. This is a nice little Easter egg for us, because obviously we know that this potentially could be a place for future events in Fortnite Battle Royale, and it's nice to see the old house return. Now, the little thing about this old house, which kind of gives us some indication that it is a little bit haunted, and I've mentioned this a few times, is actually the bathrooms. Inside one of the bathrooms, we can see that we have a teddy bear sat on a toilet. Not only that, there are also other teddy bears in this house, which reference to potentially an Easter egg in the future here regarding teddy bears. I did expect it to be more Halloween themed, just like we had at Fatal Fields, but it wasn't during Fortnite Mers. However, moving on to the next map change. Now, this little secret change is actually an Easter egg referencing to a movie. Can any of you guys guess what movie it is? Can you? Let me know in the comments quickly, because I'm about to reveal it. And the movie is The Chamber of Secrets, which is the second Harry Potter film. Now, this one is really cool because this is actually when Ron crashes the car into the tree. Now, it's not exactly the same tree as he does in the movie, but it references it because we can see they've used a bunch of pieces of wooden planks to act as if the car has been smashed, and they've also used the same color car that is used in the film, and also smashed it against a tree. So I think this is a reference to that film. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know. I'd like to know. But personally, I think it is a reference to the Chamber of Secrets film with the flying car from Harry Potter. If you haven't seen the Harry Potter series, I highly recommend it. It's a really awesome series. So that map change to me has got to be one of the coolest little Easter eggs we've seen in Fortnite in a very, very long time. Unfortunately, Mr. McHayman has not had any upgrades at all. That's a little bit of a shame, because I did expect his story to start a little sooner, but we don't know what Epic Games are going to do with this, and we hopefully can expect more of a storyline coming to him very, very soon. The next map changes. It looks like the choral chorus are starting to slowly sing. Now, this is like a choir. It requires a bunch of them to start singing louder and piece all of the parts together. So they're actually scattered all over Fishstick Shrine Island at the minute. Now, these are slowly starting to appear with more and more of them, and then obviously the more we get, the louder the music becomes. It's the classic choral chorus track, but I'll let you guys take a little listen to some of the parts which they're singing, and you'll notice that as there become more of these, the parts for all of the songs to be played at once will start to be pieced together just like a choir would. As I was editing this video, we actually got a brand new leak of an upcoming collaboration into Fortnite Battle Royale. However, it may actually be only Save the World. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not too sure how things are going to turn out, but here are the two images on screen right now. We can see we've got this really cool outfit here with some cool headphones on, and to the right of that, we have a nice little kind of dragon bat bling, potentially what you will be able to get in Battle Royale, or it might be an ability in Save the World. We'll just have to wait and see. The next little map change I've got for you guys is actually related to a leak which we found in the files called Scooter. So I personally think that scooters might be actually lawnmowers. If you guys remember back in season 3, we actually got the introduction of the shopping trolleys, and they were actually sat at a racetrack for a very long time. Well, it's the same in Fortnite Battle Royale Chapter 2, Season 1. We have 3 lawnmowers lined up, and it looks like potentially you'll be able to hop on these and scoop them around just like we did with the shopping trolleys, but maybe they have a little bit more of acceleration. We'll have to see what's going to happen with these, but I definitely do think that these could be the next vehicle in Fortnite Battle Royale. Off what Epic previously did, it makes sense that these may actually become drivable, but obviously we'll have to see. Now moving over to Craggy Cliffs, we actually have something pretty interesting. We have the fish sticks reference. Now this one's been out for a while, but I thought I'd reference it in today's video because I've not yet referenced it in a map change video. But the Sticks restaurant was originally announced back in Season 9 at Neo Tilted with the fish stick posters, but not only that, we also have something pretty cool about this reference, which could be referencing to a classic TV show, SpongeBob SquarePants. So how exactly is this reference to it? Well, if we pop inside, you'll notice the interior looks very similar to the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob, and that's because it's using a lot of nets around and also the similar table design. I guess it's not exactly the same, but it really does give that vibe to me, especially when you look at the building from the outside as well. But you can see we have all of the little kind of netting around, which is really nice, and the ropes, which looks very similar to the Krusty Krab. And then on the outside, it's got that kind of similar layer to it, so it kind of gives that reference, in my opinion, to that from SpongeBob. Maybe that's what it was inspired by, but obviously it's not that, but it looks like it was definitely inspired from that. You are not going to want to miss this next map change, guys. We have a Hollywood themed design over here. This is absolutely lovely. We can see at this section over here, we have kind of like a bank robbery going on over here, and I love the design of it. It's obviously a set for a film, and they've really put a lot of thought into this design. It's well done. I love the little SWAT van kind of like pulling up over here, and we've got the bank, and obviously there's nothing on the interior really other than spare props and boxes, but it's nice to see that well done. The rest of the design over here looks like more of a public space. We've got the classic US road. I'm pretty sure the US road only has one yellow line in the middle, but I may be wrong. Obviously, I'm based in the UK, so we don't use yellow lines. We use double yellow lines to actually show where not to park in the UK. You're probably not interested in that, but a little fact for everyone right there. So we've also got the theatre as well. This look more to me looks like the sort of vibe where customers would come, and obviously the workforce as well could get their lunch in all these restaurants. We have almost every food restaurant in Fortnite Battle Royale, going from the Dusty Diner. We also have a hotel little inn spot where you can pop yourself. We have the lovely Blue Drive Hollywood sign. Blue Drive, if you're watching this, come on man, get me to help you out on some of the builds. I'd love to do some creative building with you. You've got a lot of thought into your creative builds, and I'm actually a decent creative builder, so Blue Drive, get me in some of your builds. Then we've also got some Durburger stuff over here with a nice little vibe on the right as well, with this kind of like blue type of, I guess more like an ice cream shop. I love the way they've used the reflections to save themselves memory as well. These reflections are obviously used to save memory because they don't have to actually put any interior design in these builds, which is nicely done. So cool idea there. Then obviously we've got the softies as well on this side. I do like that as well. Softies is a little cool spot which you guys can check out. I'm not too sure if these are actually auto reflective blocks, because I'm pretty sure when Creative first come out that you couldn't actually get all these reflective things, but maybe they've added them in, or there's maybe a thing that Fortnite do on their side of stuff for these kind of builds. Here we have another restaurant as well, obviously the Pizza Pit, just their little outlet for it. Again absolutely wrecked by Durburger in the food wars. Softies is even beating Pizza Pit. Pizza Pit's down to one small little room there. Then obviously on this side we've got the milkshakes, the drive, the diner, sorry, not the drive-through. I wish we had a drive-through. Obviously Durburger used to be the drive-through. And then the Final Reckoning Theatre from Gotham. This is really nice to see because we obviously have the Final Reckoning posters back as well, and we have the shining carpet and the reference to the classic theatre, which is really nicely done. So that's nice to see. Obviously once you're in here you can't really go anywhere. It's only for design. This, they haven't actually fully built the theatre or anything like that, which would have been cool if they did, but obviously they haven't done that because they want to save memory, and it's only for a block, or hub should I say. I keep calling them block, but they are the hubs. Then we even have the dumpling. Epic Games, when are you going to even introduce the dumpling skin? We're waiting for it. I'd love to see one, so please bring it out very, very soon, guys. It'd be really nice to have that. Then we also have Blue Blue Drive, the creator of it. So shout out to you, my friend. Absolutely loving this design and his little Hollywood sign over here. So that's everything for this hub. This one's going to go an 8 out of 10 from me. A very nice design and very well done. Let's go on to last week's, because it's only fair that we review that because we've yet to review it. Secret word for today's video is going to be Hub 2.0. Add that into your comment with your Epic Games ID and let me know that you're using code Postboxpat in the item shop, and I'll be adding a bunch of you and gifting you guys a select item from the Fortnite item shop. Okay, so last week's hub was a lava themed hub and had a lot of thought and design put into it. I thought it was only fair to review it this week because we didn't actually make a map change video last week reviewing the hub, so it's fair to review it on week 5. Can you guys believe that we're halfway through the season? Actually slightly more than halfway through right now, so we're almost at the end of chapter 2 with potentially an event coming very, very soon. I've talked about that in a previous video. But on here you can see a lovely lava vibe to it. I think the thought and process which has gone into this is very, very high, and it's really nice to see the amount of dark theme to this. Obviously it's more of a Halloween type vibe, very kind of lava-y and fiery. I love it. It kind of gives me some sort of kind of, I guess, Aquaman type feel, but with lava. You can see kind of the trident there being used by that monster to our right, which is really nice. Then also these lava waterfalls. I love the design of this one. I personally do prefer this week's one instead, but I think this one is a nice one as well. So shout out to you, my friend. I think G Sway has done a really, I think that's how you say the name, has done a really good job with this one, but I do personally prefer the Hollywood one. That's my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments which ones do you prefer, guys. Do you prefer the Hollywood vibe or this lava one? I think the amount of thought and depth that's going into this one is a lot more because they've put a lot of effort into the terraforming, and it is a solo build rather than a group build. So I do think this one definitely deserves a spot on the creative hub, and we did have it last week, which was really nice to see. But I think personally I prefer the other one just because it's got all the food wars and that's why I prefer it. But I definitely think this one is a cool vibe and a very well done job with this one. So yeah, nicely done. This one to me is probably going to get a, I'd say, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 this one, and the other one obviously got 8 out of 10. Only because I love the food wars in it, and the other one's just got that more kind of clean design to it. I think with hubs, they need to have that clean, slick design, whereas with a block, like we had in the previous pass, they had to have that more realistic feel to it. Just seeing if they've done any designs differently underneath here, but you can see some cool stuff going on. But I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's map change video. If you've learned a thing or two, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you found some new map changes which you haven't found for yourself, you know, just smash that notification bell as well and keep up to date. Let's try and get 3,000 on today's video, 3,000 likes that is, obviously. So yeah, thank you so much, and don't forget to comment down below what you would rate these two, and don't forget to add in the secret word to your comment if you found it in today's video to have a chance of getting gifted a skin in Fortnite Battle Royale. For some reason, if you're not already subscribed, please consider it. Much love and respect to everyone who's joining the crew, and also you guys can go over to my Discord and actually connect with me over there if you'd like to, and don't forget to go and follow my socials. Much love and respect. Thank you everyone who's been supporting the channel recently. Huge shout out going to everyone out there, and shout out to a bunch of members on screen right now, scrolling through them. These are the true supporters of the channel who get to play with me in game on Fortnite Battle Royale every Thursday and Sunday. So thank you everyone who is supporting me on that side of stuff. And once again, this is Postboxpat signing out.